Welcome to the Roadshow podcast.
So the last international thing that I was in Canada.
Canada,
Yeah.
How long were you on a boat for?
So the third, the 8th I got on, and I didn't get off that first one until the 18th.
Oh shit!
And then I did a second one on the 18th.
Right.
They flew me to Cairns the same morning, from Sydney all the way to Cairns.
Oh fuck!
To jump on a separate ship.
Okay.
That brought me down to Brisbane.
Do you ever get like what do they call that shit where you're like fucking scared of being on the ocean? What is that?
No, but that trips me. We spoke about this on the podcast last time.
Did you? Oh,
yeah,
did we?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Like being on a plane and you look out and there's nothing but water and stuff. It's kind of nerve wracking.
It is, bro.
It's like, man, if we sunk right now, there's not enough time for people to come up to find us.
Yeah, exactly. There's not enough time. I find it strange that like cruise ships, after the whole pandemic and all that kind of stuff, they were deemed as like people will never go back on those fucking things. But then they started putting deals out.
Thriving, bro. Like the one. So the first one we did on the 8th until the 18th, that was sold out. The second one I hopped on as well, that was damn near sold out.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was sold out, yeah.
Whoa. People don't give a fuck, eh?
Oh, bro, like cruise ships, there was like 3,000 people on the first one that we went on.
What?
That was a 10-dayer.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And we had to wait until 4 o'clock for them to find us a cabin because it was sold out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sleep on the deck.
Yeah, they had to do some jigsawing.
Yeah. How many people come to a show on one of those things?
So the theater itself has...
There's a theater on the boat?
Oh, it's got everything, bro. It's a floating hotel.
Oh.
So there's a theater that holds, I think, anything between 800 to 1,000 people.
Whoa.
And then there's the comedy club, which holds anything up to like 300-400.
They've got a comedy club on there as well.
Yeah, comedy club, gym, spas, jacuzzis, steam rooms,
7-Eleven.
Convenience store.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
where you can actually buy like essentials and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. Liquor store, like duty free.
Holy shit. Do they sell vapes on there?
No.
Not allowed to.
There's no vapes on there, no. That's
the back end convenience store?
They sell cigarettes though.
Do they?
Yeah, so like...
Are they like double the price on there?
No, they're cheaper.
What?
Yeah, so for me as crew, at the crew bar, I can buy a packet of Marlboro for $4.
So it's because it's like it's not classed as Australian tax laws because it's in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah, so the cigarettes are cheaper on board.
Yeah.
So the Marlboros they're $10 if you're a regular cruise ship person. If you're staff, it's only $4.
Yeah, right. That means that like if you get a 20-pack, that's like 50 cents a cigarette.
Dude, cigarettes are so cheap, man. Like Australia's only one country where you can't buy them in cartons.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you can get like a carton of cigarettes for
$40. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is all like, let's protect people's health. No,
it's not about that.
There's just as many people smoking right now as there was before, if not more. Like you think coke addicts are not buying coke, man?
No.
Like,
if the price goes up, that's still grabbing.
They're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It just means they might steal it now. Like,
if there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly. Man.
Yeah. I find it strange that like you can go to like Bali or something and like a packet of cigarettes is like $2 or some shit over there. But because Australian laws are so heavy, you can only bring back 20 cigarettes.
So when when the mandate for cigarettes to go up happened,
yeah,
I had actually gone to Asia where we did like Singapore, Phuket, Bangkok, and I was at the airport the day of.
Oh no! You got a fucking suitcase full of them.
They're like, what country are you going to? I said Australia. They're like, 1 second. And at the time, I was going to buy like a box of cigars, which was only going to cost me like I think it was like $150.
Oh, so cheap.
For like a box of like 20.
Like
Cubanas, bro.
Ooh.
And then I was gonna buy like some cigarettes as well.
The audio recordings from the
They're
cameras.
like,
you can't bring shit.
Well, you can, but once you go over there, they're just gonna take them off you.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What country is that?" It's like Australia only. So like,
Only Australia.
Why didn't we book the day before? Because I really wanted. I wanted those boxes of cigars, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I wish we
dude.
had flew home the day before.
Yeah.
Because that's when the mandate was. You know?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, this is like many years ago.
Do you go to any like cigar clubs when you're out and about?
I used to go to Devlin's.
In Subi?
Yeah, in Subi.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, so like a couple of my boys are members at Devlin's. So I often like would go to Devlin's and on a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah.
And we'd just be there like gentlemen, just having stogies.
Yeah.
And then once a week, because my boy Richard was like a major member there.
Right.
So once a week they would have like what's members night.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
put the barbecue on and all
Yeah,
that.
so Richard would like bring like full on Wagyu,
Yeah.
and we'd have like Wagyu sandwiches and stuff, and
Fucking Subi, bro.
Yeah, man. So I used to be at Devlin's all the time, man. Like
Yeah.
I love Devlin's. I know the owner, Simon Devlin, like real good dude.
Apparently, very nice guy.
Yeah, real nice guy.
I haven't met him yet.
Yeah, Simon Devlin is
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been in his establishment many times, but I haven't met him yet.
You should interview him.
Yeah, well, I'll try and get him on.
Yeah. Simon Devlin, a very interesting guy, man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Do you meet many people on the road that are like, because you come from a crazy story, right? Do you meet many people in like different countries that have like a similar story to you?
All the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I've been in the States where I met some Mexicans, and the stories of how they came to be in Australia. I mean, in
America.
in the US.
Yeah.
I've met some Haitians, a lot of the Caribbean people as well. Like they've got crazy backstories.
Really?
Yeah, like
Caribbean?
Yeah, man. Like people from like the Caribbean,
I think
like
about like coconuts and dancing on the beach. and-
nah, like Haitians and like Jamaicans that like
True.
that have fled from like countries like the Dominican Republic and stuff. Like they've all got colorful backgrounds and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even the Cubans, man. Like Cubans, like once upon a time had to flee from Cuba because of like Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like during that.
He was a
crisis.
nice guy. I never did anything wrong.
Yeah, no, I heard he made a mean barbecue.
I heard a story about that dude. I think it was Fidel Castro. That he got caught somewhere, and the only thing he had on him was his child, like his son or his daughter at the time. And they were quite young, and like a duffel bag of cash.
Oh yeah, Fidel's a thug, man. Like
Yeah.
Fidel, him and I forgot who the second person was, but they've had more sex in the world.
Than anyone else?
Yeah. So it was Fidel Castro, and I forgot who that second person was. You can probably look
You?
it up. Not even on the radar. But yeah, Fidel. Yeah. So he like second most. Like who's had a lot the most amount of sex? Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
right.
well, at least back then, anyway.
Those political leaders back in the day.
Oh yeah, they'd be fucking.
Oh, they'd be fucking like a lot. I wonder who it was.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Have we got the fucking?
Oh, yeah, but I'll pull it up, yeah.
So Colombia.
No,
No?
Cuba.
Oh, Cuba.
Yeah.
Dumb fuck. Sorry. Cuba, sex addict.
No, the question would be who's had the most sex, and the top two would be Fidel and this one other dude. But it might have changed by now because this would have been many years ago.
Fidel Castro. 35,000 women.
There you go, Fidel Castro. Sure,
What
sure
the
enough.
fuck,
yeah,
dude?
Right. Yeah, right. And then there was another dude.
Look at that motherfucker.
Yeah. He's
11 people who claim to have the most sexual partners.
Yeah, you.
All right, let's go.
He'll be number two. The guy that I'm thinking of.
Who the fuck is that?
Fuck knows.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, that's it.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Fidel Castro, Wilt Chamberlain, yeah.
This isn't a list of the people who've actually had the highest number of sex mates in history. I'm sure that list includes Roman emperors, Casanova, Persian kings, and Shane from the L Word.
For sure, Genghis Khan will be up on there as well.
Oh, dude, yeah. Apparently, there's like 20% of the world's population right now.
I think 1 in 10 can trace their ancestrals or something.
Yeah. Isn't that fucked up?
That is nuts.
That's a lot of raping and pillaging, bro. That's a lot, dude.
Someone surely had to. Like, I think we've raped enough today.
Yeah. Have you seen Shane Gillis's new special?
No, I haven't.
Oh, bro, he has this joke. I'm not gonna fucking butcher it and say it on the podcast. I'll let him say it. But it's about gay war. Like, I'll just show you.
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. I butchered his name, but this is it.
The gayer the army, the scarier. Forever, dude. Throughout history. Think of any army throughout history. Imagine them gay. Gay Nazis? Just when you thought those guys couldn't look any sharper.
Oh, the gay
Gay
Vikings thing.
Vikings? Gay Vikings, dude. You're just some villager looking out on the shoreline, see a bunch of Viking longships coming. You're like, oh no. It's the Vikings. They're gonna rape our wives and daughters. Then they pull up their fucking rainbow flag on their boat. You're just like, oh, fuck. That's way worse.
It's so funny, man. It's so funny. But that's what they used to do back in the day, right?
That was a way of like emasculating a man.
Yeah.
You
Rape the fuck out of him.
You take that booty.
Yeah. But they that's like a sign of overthrowing. They would like set fire and take valuables. Set fire to the village, take the valuables, rape the women and daughters.
Yeah.
Like Vikings were fucked up, bro, back in the day. Dude.
They went hard in the paint.
Yeah. I think like, you know, Viking itself, the word Viking doesn't describe a human.
Doesn't it?
No. In Nordic language, it's Viking means travel.
Okay.
So it means to travel the ocean. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And their vessels were like the fastest. Like
Yeah.
To this very day, I think they have not been able to remake how fast those vessels.
It was strange, right? Because they were very, very long and thin, and then they had like these wide like moorings, and the sails were really, really wide, and it just gave them like awesome amounts of speed.
And their turning technique as well was like they were ahead of their time, man. They were ahead of their time.
Have you seen? There's some cruise liners now. Which is ridiculous, to save fuel on the ocean. Funny segue off our cruise liner talk. They actually use parachutes to save fuel by catching the wind to pull.
To slow it down?
No, to pull it along.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's like, hold on, no, we had these before. We had sails on boats.
Yo, like the last cruise that we did, it was like a 4-day one, right?
Yeah.
It was from Cairns to it wasn't from the Sydney to Sydney, and we couldn't have some of the day activities, so they had seminars where they would come out and they would ask any questions about the cruise ships. You know how insane it is. I don't know how factual this is, but they use up I think $1 million worth of when they're filling it up. Like $1 million worth of like fuel or something.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how factual that was, but that was just like secondhand information. Like it was.
I wonder how big the fucking gas tanks on those things are.
One can only assume, man. Like,
Yeah.
Because it's 15 stories high.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Like these cruise ships are massive, man. Like
That's like a skyscraper on the ocean, dude.
me and my girls, we timed how long it takes to walk from one side to the other.
Yeah, how long?
Like 4 minutes, bro.
Whoa.
Let that register.
4 minutes is a long
4 minutes
time.
is a very fucking long time, bro.
Yeah.
That's a minute longer than a heavyweight belt.
Yeah, I can get like 3 wanks in at that time.
Like literally, like from one side to the other, man.
Yeah,
like 4
dude.
minutes. That's insane, man.
That's
Like,
really long.
And I don't know if you've seen when they've put the Titanic next to like what the cruise ships that we use out like in this day and age right now.
No, I haven't.
The
No.
Titanic is miniature, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's a paddle boat. Like,
Okay, let's look this up.
yeah, like the Titanic is. You should see how small it is.
Whoa.
In comparison to like the ships that I work.
I would have thought it would have been fucking huge, bro.
Minute, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like,
Whoa.
like it's cute.
Did you hear the story about the guy? I can't remember his name. I think it might have been Vanguard. Who owned the Titanic? Was it Vanguard?
I'm not sure, but didn't the Rockefellers have some shares or something in it as well?
Yeah. So basically, there was a conspiracy theory that came out while that fucking submarine was going down. Remember that little tiny fucking thing went down? They got crushed? There was a conspiracy theory that came out, and I think it's quite prevalent still. Like, people think that it's real, and it's these observations that the Titanic wasn't the Titanic that sank.
They reckon there was another one.
There was another one,
Yeah.
and then they painted the old one to look like the new one, and then put everyone on that. But the owner of the ship was like, I'm not getting on this bitch.
Apparently, that plus 4 other like super rich dudes who was supposed to go on as well didn't go. Like I think the Rockefellers or something, or like 4 other big major names were supposed to be on that same vessel.
Whoa.
But didn't end up going on there.
Yeah.
Like I fuck knows why, but yeah. Look at the size difference.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, man. It's cute.
Look at that.
Yeah, man. The
You-
Titanic is cute. Right?
You think that, like, you see the movie, you're like, oh, that's got to be the biggest ship that ever cruised.
Like the ship that you're looking at right now, like the ones that I work on are bigger.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Like how small is the Titanic?
That's so tiny.
Yeah, man.
It's weird that, like, you see those giant chimneys, right? The ones that are, like, poking out here. And this one, you can't even see where the chimneys are. Like, what's going on?
You can when you're on it. Like
you can?
Yeah. So the big, like I work for Carnival, so like the big chimney where the smoke comes out of, you can see it's like it's
They
staying.
got like a pig on a rotisserie over it.
It's just spewing it out.
Yeah.
I thought I had come up with this wicked idea, man. Like, you know, we always talking about like our carbon emissions have gone through the roof.
Yeah.
What if they found a way to trap that smoke that's coming out, somehow freeze it, turn it into dust form, and then it actually wouldn't have to reach the ozone layer.
Right.
Imagine that. Like I don't know the logistics of how you pull that off, but imagine like because you can convert smoke into like a powder form if you wanted.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine like if you did that, like you could perhaps maybe bring down the emissions. But
They have done some things with, like, capturing carbon. I know there was a kid in, I think it was Iowa, and 14 years old, right? And they were worried about, like, polystyrene on the ocean because polystyrene just floats, and when it breaks down, it's like microparticles, and it gets lodged in, like, fish's, like, digestive systems.
Yeah.
And this kid found a way to turn polystyrene into activated carbon for, like, drinking water. So, like, you put water through it and it collects all the shit.
That kid had a lot of time in his hands.
Yeah, bro. And a lot of polystyrene. But yeah, he sorted that out. And then there was words of, like, a skyscraper that had huge ventilation systems that would collect carbon. Apparently there's one in China or some shit like that.
One can only imagine that China would have it. Like,
Yeah, because they used to have, like, the craziest pollution in the world. You couldn't see through it.
bro, when China hosted the Olympics, they put up wind turbines to actually like clear up
Clean
some of that.
the air.
Yeah, because like it used to be like foggy.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like they actually applied and installed wind turbines so that like they could have fresher, cleaner air during the
That's
Olympics.
crazy, dude.
China did that for the Olympics.
For the Olympics. But they wouldn't do that for their own people.
No, they wouldn't. But like
Just for a spectacle, they'll
but
do it.
this is how far we've come with technology, though. Like Saudi Arabia right now was given the green light to host the Winter Olympics.
Were they?
Saudi Arabia is going to be hosting the next Winter Olympics.
Yeah, right.
So right now they're doing
Is every event just sand jump?
no, they're making an artificial.
It's like stadium.
Stadium with the snow and everything, and like they're going to be hosting the next Olympics.
Is it going to be in, like, a giant
in the
dome
desert
or some shit?
Fuck no! Like I think they're going to be importing water, and then they're going to be freezing and actually like applying the snow. Whoa! Yeah, so it's insane that this is how far we've come with technology now that we can have the Winter Olympics in the desert.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
Have you
nice.
seen the cloud machines?
No. They can make it rain there.
They
now.
can make it rain, bro.
Oh, bro, the Middle East, they're so far advanced, man.
Yeah,
like it's insane, man. Like they like once a week let it rain.
Yeah,
like,
and they just start up this giant machine.
How crazy, man.
It pulls water. I think it either pulls water or it uses the water that's already in the air, and it, like, the wind turbine spins, like, I can't tell you the number, how fast it is, but it's ridiculous. And all the water just, like, turns to vapor and just goes into the sky.
Yeah.
Apparently this thing is like 40 stories tall, and it's just this giant monument. And you're like, well, I wonder what they use that for.
We have come so far, man. Like,
We're changing the weather, bro.
yeah, man. And Saudi Arabia right now is building what I don't know if you heard about the Octagon.
No.
So like the biggest port, like they're building like a port city. It's going to be shaped like an octagon, and it's going to be half in the water, half on land, and it's like in the middle of it's going to be empty where the ships can pass through.
Whoa!
And they're going to have like a living quarters, and they've also got this thing that's called the wall. The wall.
Yeah. So
yeah.
apparently that's all their tax money.
Yeah.
Because they're like fucking oil rich country.
Yeah.
I heard a fucking statistic, right? That it was like 4% of all of the world's wealth are like 40% rather of like 3 families, and they all live in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, bro, Saudi Arabia, like billionaires, trillionaires.
Yeah.
Man, like the crown princes and stuff.
1.4 trillion.
Yeah,
or something,
like
one of
they
them?
got elephant dollars, man. Like right now, they're building that what is called the wall.
Yeah, so they all live in like the reflective wall that goes.
It's going to be glass on one side, glass on the other. It's gonna have like vegetation, like for irrigation.
I
like,
wonder what the specs are for that wall, because they said it was going to be a few miles long, right?
Yeah, but like wide. I think it's like was it 150, 120 meter? No, you might have to look it up. I think it was 120 meters wide, if I remember correctly.
I can't type for shit.
Hey, take your time. I might be wrong with those specs, but I think it was like 120.
What are the specs of the wall? Here we go. All right, so a tall, narrow. Oh, fuck you! Just like took me to the bottom of the page. Thanks, mate. So it will be 200 meters wide, roughly 220 yards. It will rise 500 meters above sea level, higher than the Empire State Building.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Residents will be able to run errands with a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, and then there's bullet trains.
What?
So it can take you from one side to the other, like in limited time, man.
Yeah, like a minute.
Yeah, man. And the trains are not surface bound. They're all underground.
Imagine trying to fucking sell some weed in that fucking.
No, Saudi Arabia, like you're not gonna find weed up there.
No.
It's a death penalty up there for it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's wild to think that that's actually happening in the world, because it's stormproof too.
It's
right?
being built right now.
I know.
It's being built right now. That plus that Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
There's 4 consecutive major projects that happen right now. That's happening concurrently together.
Whoa!
Like the Winter Olympics, whatever that is happening, the wall, and then there's also the Octagon that's also happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And then they have the world's biggest cruise line, which is shaped like a turtle.
I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah.
I don't know if has already taken shape, but
turtle shape.
They've approved it, and it's on its way to like it's gonna be actively built.
It's so wild to know that like all these things can happen if you just don't let women talk.
Somehow the Saudis were the first to know.
Yeah.
Shout out to my women out there.
And your eye slits. No, I think it's crazy. I do. I think it's a wild thing that like it's happening in the world. And we always used to think of like, Saudi Arabia, that's in the desert. Those guys are riding camelbacks.
Yo, like Saudi Arabia learnt straight out of the Book of Dubai, like Emirates. Like they know that those resources are not going to be there around forever.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're doing a futuristic layout. So like in time, they're going to forever have like incoming traffic into Saudi Arabia. Like the world's biggest port, it means everyone has to like deal throughout there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the dome, like they're going to have international investors.
They're monopolizing.
They're ensuring that they forever will have wealth coming in once this oil money dries out.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's what most countries should do, but they're so reliant on how they've already established that they don't see the path.
Yeah, like look at Dubai, like the Emirates.
Yeah,
like they will forever have money coming in.
Apparently, it's all just one. Like the mayor over there, it's all just one dude that plans shit. And like people come to him with architectural designs, and he's just like, "Yeah, let's do it."
So he gets the best brains in the world, to come through. Like the people that the restaurants that are being done. These are world class chefs. The architectures. These are the people that like they did the blueprints for like the Empire State Building. Like these are not like let's get Umar to do this. No, it's not like that. Like it's like these are like world class like architects and brilliant minds that they've gotten.
And all the best Instagram hoes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All of them are there.
All of them are there.
All
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Ain't no such thing as a free trip to Dubai.
No, apparently over there is like I've read a couple of things and I've heard a couple of videos that state that if you're trying to get like shacked up when you're in Dubai, you've got to be sure that you have money because these girls have so many options.
Oh, bro, for sure.
Like you think it's a dude's world over there, but you're like, no, all the girls are thirsty for it.
Yeah, and they flying them in from like these crown prince.
Yeah.
They're flying in the best of the best from like LA, Vegas, New York. Like I'm pretty. I wouldn't be surprised if they've got agencies that like scout and bring them out for. Like I think they pay them to come and do club appearances.
Hoes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Club appearances from hoes.
Yeah, man. So hey, let's bring 200 out this weekend.
Yeah.
Because
that's kind of what they do at like with promoter girls. You know how you'd get like a promoter girl?
Yeah, they throw them a bottle.
Yeah.
Get them to like hit themselves with a couple pillows.
Yeah.
At a nightclub and make it look natural.
Yeah.
This is how we normally behave.
Yeah. All the fucking elders are sitting over by the corner just like they should have more clothes on. No, but like, I seriously think that like the way, imagine this, all right? I had this thought just when you were talking before. Imagine if Elon Musk and the mayor of like Dubai collab together. You've got like the guy that's taking technology through the roof and a guy that's taking a city into the future.
Yeah.
If those guys collab together and they do some shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if they are like if they're already doing it. If they're already in business with each other.
Yeah.
Like half the reasons why you get a lot of these people being silent when injustices are happening is because they've got their hands in certain investments that doesn't allow them to like be able to speak out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised how much money that Elon probably has invested in Dubai or like the what you call it, the mines and whatever for the lithium batteries. Like, you know what I mean? These are things that you have to be mindful of not to speak out against because otherwise you're cutting your own sources out.
Yeah. I think like I've seen Elon Musk sit down at a lot of these like Saudi conferences and all like those like financial sectors and like they ask him questions and stuff. A lot of the videos are of like a dude that's in one of those headdresses and he's just asking questions and stuff.
What's this one here?
Still pineapple.
Pineapple? Oh, let's see what else.
Strawberry? You keen? All right.
Pineapple was good though, huh?
Pineapple's not bad. I might have to like. Do you reckon we could shotgun one of these?
What do you mean?
Like.
Like I'm not good with sculling, so.
Are you?
No.
Why not?
I've always been one of those, never late to anything. So I'm always strolling.
Yeah, right. Walk, don't run.
I do drink fast though.
Do you?
Yeah.
How fast?
Like
Should I scull this shit?
Hey.
Yeah. All right. I'll scull this, because I don't know why. I just want to.
Strawberry.
Better than the pineapple?
No, pineapple is way better.
Yeah, pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple is way better. Yeah.
That's why I kind of want to get through the strawberry real
I
quick.
never understood what the strawberry essence was.
You don't like strawberries?
No, like, you know when the like pineapple, like whatever the essence that they have, you believe that pineapple smells like?
Yeah.
Like that's indented in your mind, right?
Yeah,
Same with like watermelon. Like for some reason you got that in your mind.
Yeah.
Strawberry, I never understood that one. Like
it's very floral. It's more like flowers.
Like that doesn't smell the strawberry one.
It smells like a fart.
Yeah.
Or like an old bathroom.
I don't think they quite knew what they were going for with that.
Yeah. What's your favorite White Claw?
My favorite White Claw?
By the way, we are drinking White Claws, ladies and gentlemen.
We are middle-aged white women.
Yeah. Or a 20-year-old that's only got $60. Whatever.
My favorite is probably pineapple or watermelon. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's too cold. I can't do it.
Oh, brain freeze.
I'm a bitch.
Talk to himself.
Watermelon's fucking good though.
Yeah, watermelon's good.
I like watermelon.
I like how the fact that it's not like none of these are overpowering.
Yeah.
Like it's very subtle.
It almost tastes like flavored. What do you call it?
Flavored water.
Yeah, flavored spring water or some shit. Like sparkling water. That's what it tastes like.
Like the cleanness that you wake up when after you've drank these. because you stay hydrated while you're doing it, right? So like,
Because it's mostly like sparkling water, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's got like a little flavoring, a little alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you ever get into the red wine and stuff?
Oh, I love red wine, bro.
Yeah, I forget to sometimes
Drink water?
Yeah, and then the next day is like a write off for me.
Here's a little thing that you probably don't know about. The thing that gives you a hangover isn't so much the wine itself, it's how they preserve it. So when I used to sell wine, so I've got a little bit of knowledge on this. It's not too much, but what I've come to realize is back in the day, you only ever used to get corked wine.
Yep.
Now, because they have the technology, they can put screw caps on it. But if you were to put a screw cap on old wine, like back in the day wine, it would just go off. It would like ferment further.
Okay.
But nowadays they use sulfur dioxide, which is like a preservative to keep it like in check. Now, back in the day, they used to use high vitamin C grapes.
Uh-huh.
If you're a farmer, like a grape farmer, whatever the fuck it is, what do they call it? Vineyard farmer. And you have like a label that requires like a huge amount of grapes because you know it's going out to all these BWSs and stuff.
Yep.
You need to pick every single grape, right? And sometimes you'll get like grapes that are ripe. Sometimes you'll get grapes that aren't ripe.
Yep.
So they all go in the same vat and then they all get pressed the same. And because they don't have a high amount of vitamin C, they have to add sulfur dioxide.
Okay.
Because it doesn't ferment properly. So sometimes when you're drinking just screw cap wine, you'll get like a hangover or some shit, or like the redness and fucking, if you're a white dude, you won't see that shit. But like,
not happening.
But a lot of people have like severe fucking allergic reactions to this shit because it's essentially just poison, right?
Yeah.
But if you were to drink, like I used to drink this Pieroth wine. Pieroth is like an old German family found in like the 1500s. Beautiful wine, all corked, and I would drink like 3 bottles. But the hangover, I never got a hangover.
Woke up clean.
No, I woke up with alcohol poisoning. But you don't get a hangover.
Yeah.
You just feel like you want to throw up. Yeah. That's all. Yeah, wake up nauseous.
What is worse?
yeah. Drink the dioxide, people. Yeah, I used to find that really interesting because I'd take out like, when I was selling it, I'd take out like 11 bottles and then we'd taste like 11 different bottles. By the end of the week, if you haven't gone through those bottles, you get to take them home.
Well, so I do a winery show in the Swan Valley. Shouts out to Govern and State Wines, by the way. And they give me 12 bottles after each performance.
Nice.
So I've been really enjoying.
So that lasts 2 nights?
No, like I still got 10 sitting in my wine cabinet.
Yeah.
And I'm about to do another one in November.
Ooh,
so
stock it up again.
There comes another 12.
Mm-hmm. Is it always the same, or do you have like a choice?
No, like well, I let them take the wheel.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, just
Pardon me.
let me try this one, or you pick for me. Sometimes I throw in some sparklies as well.
Ooh.
But yeah, I've been enjoying like the essence of wine, but the thing is, like I do have a terrible next day sometimes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Sometimes it does get like that. But I like wine to just like sit down and chill, you know?
Have with a steak.
With a steak.
Yeah, have it with
like
a steak.
Like a Shiraz or something.
Yeah, or just get like a charcuterie board happening. Like just,
some cheeses, salami and that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I really, really want to try? Do you know what scrub bull is?
Please teach me.
Okay, a scrub bull is like what a cow has become in the wild in Australia. So they get really hairy. I'll pull one up. So
Cows get hairy?
Cows get really woolly.
Okay.
Like a sheep.
Okay.
You wouldn't suspect it. It's it's really strange. So in the wild, I think it only takes them like a couple of generations before they get back to like what a scrub bull's called. But like domesticated cows normally have really like short hair.
Yeah.
But in the wild, they can't have short hair. If they did have short hair in the wild, it leaves them susceptible to infection and all these different things because obviously like we don't have a lot of predators.
Yep.
But we have a lot of fucking flora that'll kill you.
Yep.
You know, like if you graze up against a tree in the middle of the fucking in the bush, you know, you might not come back alive. You know. Scrub bull.
They almost look like bisons.
Yeah, almost. No, this isn't them. Well, they kind of look like a scrub bull, but they get the giant horns and that. This is more like
so
it.
Sudan has cows like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, like the cows in Sudan have got like major big horns, man. Like,
right.
And their horns go like different ways.
Oh, different ways?
Yeah, like one's pointing east, one's pointing west.
One's coming out the back of its head.
Like they're not consistently pointing the same way. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. That's what they
Oh,
look like.
the cute, like the ones that you find in like Edinburgh, Scotland. and stuff.
Yeah. So
Those are handsome cows.
yeah, they're kind of handsome, right?
yeah.
Okay, here's a
Yeah, they're
fucking wild fact that you probably didn't know. Do you know all the horns on all of what do they call them? Bisanthropes, something like that. Cows and like deer and all that shit. Do you know the
Hollow?
the
hollow?
No, they shed them.
The horn?
The horns, yeah, because it's a type of cancer.
Oh,
Did you know that?
no, I had no idea.
It's not bone. It's a type of cancer, so it gets a layer of felt on it, and that felt is like an autoimmune response to the cancer growing out of its head.
I thought it was like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, so they use them as a defense mechanism, but it's a type of cancer that grows out of their bones and specifically out of their heads. It's a fucking weird world that we live in, dude.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So what about the ones that don't have the horns?
Cancer free.
Cancerless cows, huh?
Yeah, no. Well, cows are strange because you can get a female that has horns.
These are like surfer cows. Like
Yeah. Hey, dude.
Like they're bogans.
Yeah. You on an export, mate?
Fuck off, Steve.
Yeah, they are, dude. You see this cow on a fucking surfboard, you know?
They're like the beach kids, bro.
Yeah. The Margaret River dudes.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. How you doing?
Fucking radical, man.
Oh, I've got a funny story. The first time I went to Margaret River, right, I was like, I wonder what this town's like. Obviously, like, we're not that far from Perth. It's only like a few hours, like, by car.
Yeah.
So I went down there, and the first thing that we did was go to the BWS, because we had an Airbnb. Let's go to the BWS, get drinks, let's get on the piss. We got there at like 7 p.m. at night. Who wouldn't do that, right? So we go to the BWS, we choose our drinks. The guy at the counter says goodbye to someone, but he doesn't go, goodbye, sir. He goes, see you later, brother. Have a good one, eh? And I was like, this dude is full of life, bro. And then the guy behind the dude that he was saying goodbye to was his friend, but like not living in Margaret River. He's like, so this is literally how the story, how the greeting happened. He was like, all right, see you later, brother. See you. Have a good... Jono, what are you doing down here? And I was like, dude, I got to talk to this guy. And then I got to the front of the counter, bro, and his fucking eyes were red as the devil's dick, bro. Like, he was so stoned.
They get heavy in their stuff.
Bro,
like,
yeah. And then I saw the same dude the next day at the market with fish thongs on. Cunt's living his life, brother.
So me and my boy Wolfie, we were on a regional tour.
Yeah.
It was last year, October, this time last year. And we
Andrew
Wolf, yeah, you know Wolfie, yeah,
good dude.
Yeah, so the other comedians we roll with, but after we've done the shows and stuff, often me and Wolfie would just break up and just go cause some fucking havoc. You know?
Yep.
Like whatever town we're in, like Albany, all right, cool, let's go check out the locals. So we were in Margaret River. Everyone wants to go back to their room. Me and Wolfie like, let's go out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, let's have some fun.
So there's some people that came to the show that we did at the Margaret River Theatre, and they were at the next bar that we're at. At the end of the night, anyway, they were like, "Hey, we've got I think it was like a ranch, like it's like 20, 30, 40 minutes from here. We got people coming over, we're having an after party, we're having strippers, and like just get in the car." And me and Wolfie looked at each other, we're like, "This could be Wolf Creek." So we're telling this guy, we're like, "Hey,
pack the fucking bow and arrow."
Like pulled up in a van. We're like, "Hey man,
shit.
we're just gonna head back to the room because we gotta be up early tomorrow morning." And at this point, he's like, "Man, just fucking come to the house." We're like, "Nah, it's cool, man. Just get the fuck in the car."
Whoa.
Me and Wolf were like, "Oh yeah." We took that next corner and we ran back to our room.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, bro.
So was he at the show?
He was at the theater show. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then I think he just got excited that he was going to be hanging out with some of the comedians that just did the show, whatever.
Yeah.
And he tried to convince us to come back to the house. And
you don't convince someone by yelling at them. That's fucked up.
Just get the fuck in the car. Just get the fuck in the van.
Maybe he had a bunch of coke on him and there was like cops pulling up or some shit. He's like, no, I don't want to get caught, motherfuckers.
Me and Wolfie looked at each other. We're like, yeah, run.
Yeah. When I was in Karratha a few years back, I think it was like 23 or 24 at the time, I was living up there and I was just, working and stuff. But what's that fucking motorbike?
I've been out to Karratha.
Those guys that do the backflips on motorbikes.
Oh, like the Demon Derby.
Yeah. Crusty Demons.
Yeah.
So they came to Karratha and they did like a massive show up there, right?
Yeah.
And I was just off to the side and like that. At Karratha, you don't get a huge crowd. There's only like 15,000 people there or something.
Yeah.
But like if you pull a crowd, you're probably getting around 800 people, and all of them like to sit down. So I was probably like one of the 40 people that was standing up right at the front, and it was right near the ramps. So when they came down off the ramps and like they were doing their acrobatics and all that shit, they pulled up right next to where I am, and they're like, "Hey kid," and obviously I wasn't a kid, but I look like a kid,
This guy's trying to be cool.
Yeah. He's like, you know where we can get some weed around here? And I was like, yes, I do, actually. So, like, I got his number.
Just opens up his bag.
Yeah, he's like, drop it in, motherfucker. I get his number, and they were staying at, like, one of the camps, like it was a mining company that brought them up. So, like, they crashed at the camp. I ended up jumping the fence of, like, one of these camps in Karratha and then, like, hauling ass over to where they were staying and like drop them like $100 worth of weed. I didn't want money. I just wanted to be like selfie, and they were like no photos, and I was like, you can't,
no weed.
yeah. Just jump back over the fence.
Exchange, motherfucker.
But I gave him the weed, and they were really cool. You're like, you want to smoke with us? And I was like, yeah. So we sat on like the front of the donga. That's what they call them.
Yeah,
right?
I stayed in dongas. Yeah.
They've
done a lot of these mining stuff.
We were smoking weed at this donga, and this guy walks out, and we didn't realize that the donga across from where we were sitting was the superintendent of the camp. So they were like, who the fuck are you? Because they knew the guys that were staying there. And I was just like, so they called the police on me, right? And as soon as the police came, I stayed there. I was like, fuck off, like, what are you going to do? Like, I'm fucking some dude, right? The police came. They were like, you need to go. And I was like, this is the Crusty Demons were saying this to me. And I was like, okay, let me go. And I ran. I didn't realize how stoned I was. I passed out and I was in handcuffs for like 10 minutes. I got up.
You did it in slow motion.
I was like,
let me get out of here, fellas.
they were doing buckets, bro.
So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just take a nap.
Yeah.
Bro, the cops are coming. Don't worry, I'll be out before they get
Next to a goanna.
Yo, when I did my first ever mining tour for Sodexo,
right?
So we're just pulling in, and they were just giving us a safety briefing. They're like, "Yep, and this is where the master point is," and then this massive, I don't know what the fuck they call them. Big lizard-looking motherfuckers.
Goannas.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I think they call them something differently here. But this motherfucker is about this big anyway. And
I've seen those fucking. What are they called? Hold on. Sorry to interrupt your story.
No worries, man. I would love the correct terminology.
Where were you? In Karratha?
I was in the Pilbara. Yeah. Thing is
like that?
Huh? They're big motherfuckers, bro.
Like this fucking thing here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a monitor, a yellow spotted monitor. But they've got another name for him up there.
Yeah. So anyway, this motherfucker just starts walking in between them giving us, this is the master point. This is so if you want to go buy some soft drinks and stuff, he's pointing this stuff out while this thing is walking in the middle of it. I'm like, excuse me. Sorry, I'm sorry to do this. Emo Majok. Are we gonna talk about this thing that's walking in the middle? Everyone is so calm, bro. And this fucking lizard thing is walking in the middle of his conversation. And this guy is like acting like it's the drunk girl at a party, bro. Just ignoring the shit out of it.
Drunk girl at a party.
Bro, I'm like, excuse me. I introduced myself because this is the first time he's hearing from me.
Yeah. Emo Majok.
Emo Majok. Nice to meet you. Excuse me. Are we gonna address what this thing is? I was so uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah, dude, yeah. They get up to like 1.2 meters or something.
I was so uncomfortable, bro. Like, and this motherfucker here is not like he's not even giving me a reassurance. It's fine. Like this is fucking Craig. Like, if you're gonna ignore it, like, you've clearly already named it.
Yeah,
because it can't be a stranger to you.
Yeah.
If you just
they must see them all the time. If
bro.
You know?
No, because like a couple more times I saw like in different mine sites I saw them walking around. Now.
Have you heard about the quackers?
Yeah.
In Rottnest?
Yeah, Rottnest.
Okay, so some quackers over there have been so like, I wouldn't say westernized, that's probably not it, but so adapted to humid culture over there that now they've found quackers that are alcoholics.
Only in Australia.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
Pisshead quackers.
yeah, bro, yeah. They're like holding like an export can. Like. It's so stupid, dude.
And they like the ones at Rottnest.
Yeah,
must have so much human interaction because you could be like I've gone jogging on Rottnest.
Yeah,
and they will be on the same footpath.
They don't give a fuck. Normally,
in other instinctive,
they run.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. This quacker just chills and does quacker stuff.
Yeah.
Like what?
I'm knitting, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What are you doing?
My land.
Yeah. This is mine, bro. You know the weirdest thing about that is over there is it was an Aboriginal burial site.
No, it was an Aboriginal, like pretty much prison.
Yeah, like a prison, right?
Yeah, so they'll take them up there and they kept them captive over there.
Yeah.
And one of the saddest things that I actually read and heard about was they used to bury like infant
children,
Aboriginal kids head deep.
What?
And then they would play like play kick games and see who could kick the head the furthest, bro. Like the Australian history is terrible, man. Honestly, man. Like,
I think that's the difference between British people and Australians. You know, like. The Australians that came here, they were all prisoners. So they were all kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
They all did some shit. They were all held captive before they came here. So they were kind of lawless. You know what I'm saying?
So by the time Australia was actually not discovered, but like when they used it as a settlement, the plan and the rejection of it was this is not going to be a slave colony. So slavery was happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So like around Australia, like slave ships would still take off to where they're going, but Australia was not going to be one of them.
Right.
But at the same time, like the indigenous were treated similarly. To
course.
Slavery. Like they kept them shackled. They weren't allowed, like denied of like their.
Yeah, we just don't call it slavery, so it's not that.
Yeah, like they were very adamant that this is not a slave colony.
Fuck off.
Yeah, man. Like, but they kept prisoners. I mean, like
that's the fucked up thing. Is like my lineage is mostly white, but like I found out like I think it was like 4 years ago that I'm like fourth generation lost generation.
Yeah.
So like there was a lady in my heritage line. She was deemed as her name was Betty the Half Caste.
Okay.
In like a slave mansion, and she was one of the workers at this slave mansion, and then the dude that owned the mansion ended up sleeping with her.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened to her, but like our lineage is literally
stems off from that. Yeah.
And I was just like, ooh, like I wonder what was that like living at that time?
Oh, bro, like I often like if I could be like a fly on the wall. Like Australia is a beautiful country. I love this country.
Yeah.
I love this country.
Yeah.
Like this is home for me.
Yeah.
But like it has had its colorful background, like past. Like most countries.
Yeah, like America with the Indians.
Yeah, but we have not come.
Native Americans, I shouldn't say Indians.
We have not come farther.
Yeah,
Australia's not come far.
No.
Like
it was only fucking 100 years ago. They deemed them flora and fauna.
Yeah, but like we're talking about Australia. Like often, like the biggest question that people would ask is Australia racist? And people were like, no, Australia, like in comparison to other places, no, Australia is not. But
bullshit.
A prime example about how racist Australia can be. Is you had the choice to vote yes to give the Indigenous Australians just a voice.
A voice, yeah.
Just a voice.
Yeah.
Not let them take over, give them a voice so they can govern how they live in a country that's supposed to be theirs.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, nah.
One weird thing, I had Jasky sing.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah,
I love Jasky.
Yeah,
he's a good dude.
Shout out to Jasky and all his success with his street interviews.
Mr. Sick Cunt.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit.
That's my guy.
Did you see the video of what happened in Melbourne with the Free Palestine thing with him?
No.
So he's in Melbourne right now, and a few days ago he went to the Free Palestine protest rally.
And with my boy Tim Kershaw.
Yeah, Timmy boy. He'll be in, I think, next week or the week after when they get back.
Yeah, nice.
Because they got the No Crying in the Cool Room podcast now with him and Perth Dude Food. So
who does
Lockie,
that? Who does that one?
So it's Lockie Sheridan and Tim Kershaw.
Okay, they do a podcast together.
Yeah, dude, and it's blowing up, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah,
it's
man.
going hard. Yeah, it's all about like hospitality and working as a chef and shit. It's
That's what's up, man.
hilarious.
I've always wanted to get my own podcast up, man. Like,
I'll help you.
So to see people like yourself and like I've seen.
You need your own podcast. You know
Dude,
that.
I've always got stuff I want to talk about.
Yeah, bro.
I want to get myself into there.
And it opens up, what I've realized with the podcast, it opens up circles, bro. It definitely does. Yeah.
For sure.
Because like you start to realize that like everybody's just trying to do the right thing, like with what they're doing. Everybody just wants a little bit more attention so they can spread the good message that they're trying to spread.
Yeah.
Like whether that be positivity with laughter, like for yourself, or like me just talking shit about dick jokes and shit. I don't, it's all sorts of shit. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of.
It just gives you that extra voice and be able to tap into like other people that otherwise wouldn't be exposed to.
Yeah. Because like I've talked to people that I wouldn't even fucking like. You tell me a year ago that I'd be talking to that person.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, never.
Yeah.
Right. So like, funny thing is like I had I'm not gonna say the name. I'll say it off. Okay. So he's an Australian rapper, and when I first started in music, I was like, I'd love to talk to this dude one day. He gets in my DMs last weekend.
Okay.
And he's like, bro, I'll be back in January. Let me come and do the podcast. And I was like, what, cunt? Like, this is it's just wild, dude. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's like, my brain thought it at the time, and then I kind of like just like disregarded it because it was just a thought, you know?
Yeah.
But now it's kind of manifested itself just by me working.
To the fact that it's at your doorstep now.
Yeah. That's why I love this shit, bro. That's what it is.
That's so ill, man, honestly. Yeah.
But what I was going to say is Mr. Sick Cunt, Jasky, he went to Melbourne, and these people they followed him back to his car.
Who?
Just these protesters, like apparently, like he was just
pro
doing
Israel or pro Palestine.
Pro Palestine, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Followed him.
Yeah. So he got a couple of good interviews in, and then I think like they just they made a human barricade around him. So like Tim's just standing off to the side filming, like what the fuck is going on here? And Jasky's just talking to the camera, going like, what is happening? He goes to the police, and they're like, you need to move on. And he's like, but I'm kind of getting like assaulted here. Like they're all pushing into me and shit. Like what the fuck is this? And the police wouldn't do anything, man. Yeah. It's really fucked up.
Yeah, it's a strange one, man, especially because like as a journalist, which is what Jasky would fall under, no matter how
he's a TikTok journalist, for sure.
No matter how like you want to frame it, like he's a journalist, he's there
for the people.
He's there reporting what's happening on the ground.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like comics in other fields can be the same thing as well. Like we report what it is that we see.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like we don't fall under the journalist umbrella, but we are.
It's a perspective thing, right?
Yeah. So like he should be protected for that.
Yes,
he should be protected for that.
He's trying to do right because he in like the video he goes, "Are you protesting me? What the fuck is this? You know, like like what the fuck is this? Like I'm just trying to get like the message across for social media."
Yeah, and whoever it was that was pressing up on him is doing themselves an injustice because like the information he's going to be relaying out is going to show you in a negative light.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
One of the dudes that was like having a go at him said, "Don't leave the city. Don't leave the city tonight." Like it threatened him. Like.
And leave the city. Okay, I'll just hang around you then, mate.
Yeah. Tell me where you're gonna be. Let's have some drinks. What the fuck? Like, I'm out of this bitch as soon as I fucking turn the camera.
Yeah, you're never gonna see someone go like, I'm gonna be gone.
Where you staying, bro?
So how long are they gonna be in Melbourne for? Like,
I think they're only over there for a week or two.
So they went there for the protest, or
no? I think they were just over there to just do some street interviews with Melbourne because he said on the podcast that he wanted to go to other big cities and all that kind of stuff, and I thought that was a fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah, that's great.
Grow it a bit, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, don't just like. As much as I big up Perth and I live here and I love Perth, like if you're a channel that's blowing up like he is, get out there. Do it.
Bro, trust me, I believe in what you're saying as well. Like every single year, right? I do a Christmas. Black Santa Gives Back. So I go out and I give back to the homeless people. And
Do you?
Yeah, and then this year, because of how my tour dates are lined up, like there's a big chance that I'm gonna be in Brisbane within that time frame. So I might give back to the people of Brisbane.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Rather than not still doing my giveaway here in Perth. Like it's just like giving back is giving back, right? So
regardless of where you are.
So I might actually just do it in Brisbane this year.
That's a smart move, I think. Predetermined dates and stuff obviously are going to disrupt what you're always doing, and if you're doing it to give back, I don't think anyone could speak ill of that. Whether exactly. You give back in Perth or Brisbane or Sydney, even LA, if you were to give back over there, it's the same shit, bro.
Yeah, that's true, man. Like giving back is giving back. So.
How was America, by the way?
America's sick, man. Like I really enjoyed America. Like I definitely want to break into that market, because you're not certified until you're certified by America. Well, you are certified, but it's just in what degree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like some of the greatest comedians that we've got here in Australia, if they haven't broken into the American, into the market, like they wouldn't be held at the same degree as a Jim Jeffries.
That's a good point, because Jim Jeffries got big here and then got even bigger there.
Then got certified.
And got certified as he's a
global sensation.
A global sensation, because that's what America is. It's like the heart of comedy. It's where it started,
exactly.
Even there's British comedy and stuff.
British comedy is huge, man.
It's huge. Yeah. Jimmy Carr and stuff.
Yeah, Jimmy Carr, but also there's comedy clubs that are just putting stuff out right now. Like for example, the Hot Water Comedy Club.
Where's that? London.
I think Liverpool is where they're based.
Oh right.
So the Hot Water Comedy Club blew up based on they've got these clips that they've just been putting out on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And then now they sell out the O2 Arena.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Yeah, it was just a comedy club. They put out their crowd work stuff, and they record every set. They were just catching viral moments, and now they're just printing money, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And that's all with resident comedians?
That's with resident or people who are passing through. But but they've just built that brand to the point where it showed up on my radar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
have you played there?
No, so I'm actually speaking with my management right now, trying to organize how it is that we're going to make this happen, so I can get out there, whether it's not at the Hot Water or just to get out back in that UK.
Yeah.
Because I did Edinburgh last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Comedy festival?
Yeah, I did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
how was that?
Yeah, that was insane, man.
Was that at theatre?
So I did mine at the Comedy Hub, the underbelly.
It's like 700 seats though. I've heard of that.
No, for my solo show, it was a smaller venue.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
okay, right.
Because I was doing shows every single night. So,
okay.
Yeah, every single night. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But I'm just seeing my friends that do Edinburgh, like Troy Hawk.
Yeah, dude. Apparently he's fucking blown the shit up.
Troy Hawk is out.
Didn't he come here last month or the month after?
No,
before.
He might have been here for the Perth Comedy Festival.
Right.
Yeah, I think he was here for the Perth Comedy Festival.
Okay.
But I took off just before because I left for America on the 5th.
Because he does those videos on TikTok where he
Greatest Grill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I caught up with him when I was in Edinburgh. We had a couple wild nights.
Sick.
He's just a beautiful human being. Troy Hawk is out. I got time for him, man. Such a nice guy, man. We got such a good scene here now. So even some of these mom and pops comedy clubs, everybody works together here.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my boy Xavier. Xavier can be hey, Johnny, who owns the Comedy Lounge. Mm-hmm. Hey, I got this act that I'm gonna be booking on, but I've only got these nights, or hey, you got him for the weekend. Do you mind if I have him for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah,
and they all just coexist and work together, which is beautiful,
sick.
Man. Which you don't really see in other environments, in other states. It's hey, if you're doing that club, you're not doing this one.
Yeah. It's almost like competition.
And this is why this is why I have so much respect for the Brisbane comedy scene.
Dude, do you think I had this thought, right? Because I lived in Brisbane for it was a good 8 months, I think it was, back in 2016. And when I first went to Brisbane, I was like, Brisbane is Perth in 30 years.
Yeah, but Brisbane's like so much bigger though. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just like the city's huge.
City's
We were
huge,
staying on Ann Street across the road from a strip club.
Yeah.
Like it was
Brisbane,
a wild place, dude.
I'm in Brisbane so much, man, and I'm always discovering new, new things.
Fortitude Valley is so fun, bro.
Oh, bro. It gets hot up in Brisbane.
Oh, yeah.
Like during summer.
It's like a Bali hot too.
Yeah, man. Like sticky.
Yeah.
You can chew it. You can chew it. You can chew Brisbane. Like
Taste this shit.
Yeah. You ever get hit by like some of their little hot heat?
Yeah.
It damn near smacks you.
Yeah,
bro.
it smacks you, bro. Yeah. It's like you're in Bali, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like when you, have you been to Bali in like a February?
I've been to Bali during these hot seasons. Yeah.
Dude, it's bad, bro.
I've been to Dubai, so like I only say that because if you ever want to speak about like how hot something is, and you want to see where like the baseline of where it's like, hey, I can't tolerate this. Dubai in like July, August. If anyone's ever been to hell before, which I doubt there's any, which I doubt we haven't.
Jeffrey Epstein's just cruising in there
If
right
anyone's
now.
ever like crossed over and came back again, like, oh shit, it's hot down there. Yeah, like that's Dubai.
Yeah, right.
Dubai,
right.
man. Like I was taking like 3-4 showers a day.
Whoa,
Yeah.
cold?
No, I'm still having.
shower?
I don't try to be uncomfortable. How uncomfortable is a cold shower, bro? Especially if you're hot.
Yeah. I've been to the hottest place that I've ever been to was a roadhouse that was just south of Karratha called Nanyatara.
Isn't that the place that holds the record for hottest place in WA?
I think so,
Yeah.
because when I got out, it was 67 degrees on the pavement,
Yeah.
and I just bought these brand new work boots, and they melted,
So
literally melted.
So we actually had gone to one of the hottest places in WA. I think it might have been that place.
Yeah.
But I have also been in Newman one day. I think it was like 2 years ago. And
48 degrees or some shit.
yeah, it was something close to that, but it was just like the most trippiest thing, man. Like I didn't know it was allowed. Like it was like 40, 48, and there was thunder and lightning happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, it confuses the fuck out of me, man. The Wi-Fi cut out. Fucking.
It's weird when you see that. Like I've been in Port Hedland, or South Hedland I was in, but there was a storm that came through, and I think it was like a fucking 50-degree day or something, right?
Yeah.
And this dust storm, I could see it on the horizon. It was just like this big orange like envelope. It just looked weird. It looked like it was overtaking everything.
Yeah.
And then above it there was fucking lightning cracking.
Yeah.
was like,
Isn't that the most trippiest thing? How is that allowed?
Yeah, like it's that cloud machine again.
I'm like, you gonna let this happen, poor Hedland?
Yeah.
You gonna let this happen?
We need to suck clouds out of the sky.
bruh.
As soon as we can figure out technology that sucks clouds out of the sky, we're
I was
good.
getting like 30-degree burns from the seatbelt. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, you know the little.
You accidentally sit on the buckle.
No, I let it touch my handle. As
You love handle?
Yeah, as I was. Oh, bro.
Oh,
Like, I'd never been so mad, bro.
does anybody smell barbecue?
I was pissed off. I started swearing at people who had nothing to do with it. I'm like, just fucking drive, Dooley.
Jono, drive, you bobo cunt.
Just fucking drive. Get us out of fucking this place.
Yeah, because I had sip and smoke. We're doing this monthly thing where we're gonna smoke stogies on the podcast.
Yeah.
And it's called Stogie Bros.
Yeah.
So we just get fucking drunk as fuck and just smoke cigars and talk shit. And it's the funniest thing that I've ever done in my life, because like they're just like we just hang shit on each other all the time, bro.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just a fucking hangout with the boys, you know.
Yeah, I got love for Sip and Smoke.
Oh,
man.
he's a good dude.
I feel for him because he went through a little bit of a tough time with his niece.
Yeah.
So shout out, rest in peace. But
Yeah. So it was very sad. We did a podcast before she passed, and we called it For Ivy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like
Tribute.
Nice little tribute. Yeah. Dude, fucking wild week that I've had. One of my friends that I used to party with, don't you think that it's always the nicest people?
They end up checking out first?
They'll always end up checking out first.
Yeah, for sure.
So on Friday, I had to go to her funeral. Shout out to Daniel, her brother. He invited me along. She was like one of the nicest people that I'd ever met in my life. She would do anything for anyone. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
And when I heard the news, I was just like, so fucking like, holy shit. No way. That doesn't make sense. Because like, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And you could if you heard about me doing it.
I said it like I was agreeing with you. Yeah.
But if you heard me doing it or something, you'd be like, oh yeah, no, I see why.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't make sense for her. Like, you know,
it's always the ones you never expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of my partners, like one of my boys, he did it while I was in Africa.
Oh no.
Yeah, like he was like an older brother to me. Like I got the phone call 2 weeks into my trip, and I was like, no,
It's not real.
he wouldn't.
Yeah.
He dropped me off at the airport too. You know what I mean? Like,
Whoa.
I got like a picture, at just before, you know, that part of the airport where the people that drop you off can't come in no more.
Yeah.
Like, we took a picture in front of it, and behind it says departing, and it looked like he was just saying bye, man.
Oh, dude.
Like every time I look at that picture, I still get like a little bit emotional. But yeah,
100%.
It's never the people that
you expect.
Yeah. But what were you saying about Ibi though?
Ibi, that video. Oh, yeah. Sorry to fucking sad segue, but
No.
yeah, I do that a lot.
I partook.
Yeah. I partook. I took some value out of it. Ibi, he's only just recently taken bearings, I think, on Australian comedy in his own way. And that guy right there it's like the same as the you can't change my mind, dude. What?
I'm opening for him this Thursday.
You are?
Yeah, I'm opening for Teddy this Thursday.
Oh yeah, Teddy. He's a good dude. He's very.
Is Teddy from Morocco or where is he from? Like, I was trying to figure out where that flag was that he has on his.
I don't know. Whether Serbian, or I probably shouldn't say that. There's probably started a war in Australia.
It's like, no, we're from Yugoslavia.
Yeah. I want to kill myself. There's a lot of people here that you wouldn't think that have these connections to, like, people in Sydney and Melbourne, and I think Sip for this country, he's stepped away from the music thing right now, and he's solely doing. He owns the west side of the Bully Syndicate. So
what's that one?
Bully Syndicate is like they're not bulldogs; they're called bullies.
Okay.
You know the fucking. Have you seen that
Staunch Dogs?
Staunch Dogs?
Yeah.
You seen the Hulk? Yeah. Yeah, he's got one of them.
Okay.
And it's called Ghost.
Okay.
And it's like a splotchy, and it's got like one.
He breeds them?
He breeds them now. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Bully Syndicate is Australia wide, and he's got Westside Bully Syndicate now.
Okay.
And apparently these dogs go for like fucking 20 grand a puppy.
Oh shit.
Right. And like, so he always seems to find a way to make a dollar. Right?
Yeah, he's business minded,
and he's connected. So what he did in the first place, and like, sorry if I'm speaking out of turn, but your story needs to be fucking told, bro. You know what I'm saying? He went over to Sydney and got in tight with the 6-7 crew through Hooligan Skinny, and you know Hooligan Hefts and shit like that.
No, but perhaps maybe if I knew, like,
bro, let me show you Hooligan Hefts. This guy is fucking insane. Sip from here went over to Sydney and got in close with one of the members, and then he brought them into the rest of the guys, and then Sydney was now a vessel for Perth because of Sip and Smoke.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
that's what's up. Shouts out to Sip.
Yeah, he opened up the fucking door for Sydney to come to Perth.
The bridge.
Yeah, he bridged it over. Yeah. So now every time that like any of the boys come over here, there's always like fucking heaps of people. He Sip's on stage with them.
Yeah.
Heaps of people at the show. Sponsorships. All this fucking shit. You know.
Hell yeah.
It is fucking wild. It is a wild time.
He had some pretty tight artists that I knew. There was Nitty. And
Prophet?
Yeah. I don't know what happened with because they were killing it at one stage.
Yeah, so when he decided to step away from music, they decided to go on their own little continue music, and they're doing it themselves. They're independent again, but they haven't stopped. Nitty and Prophet are popping off like a motherfucker.
Oh, that's what's up then.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Prophet just did a song with JC. You know that song.
JC's my boy. Yeah.
Let me tell you what's good. Four boys in the back of the car. Yeah, that song. He just did a song with that dude. And JC's he'll be back here next week, and we'll get him in for a podcast. We've been talking about it and stuff. Yep. Shout out JC.
Shout out my boy JC.
Prophet wanted to come on the podcast, but he's off weed now, and I was like, we don't need to smoke weed, man.
he felt obligated. I'm trying to stay away from the weed.
But yeah, now that I see the progression of what this city's got, not just
so much talent, bro.
not just in comedy, not just in music,
dude. So much talent, man. Like, and I'm talking about there's the JCs. Like JC's mad talented.
He's huge, bro.
His work ethic.
Yeah, bro.
Is second to none. Like I don't know anybody that's putting out that body of work. Like he's consistently working. Like the guy is out there grinding, bro.
Yeah.
And then you got like my boy Socks. You got Tony, Sachiv.
Sachiv's good.
Yeah, they're all putting out work, man. Like everyone's working at their own speed as well. You know what I mean? Like and it's nice to see these collabs happening as well.
You know Rush Rich?
No.
Sachiv's boy? I've had him on the podcast.
Yes.
Rashawn Richards?
Yeah, the South African. Yeah. Just like Socks as well. Like I met Socks through. Like,
who's Socks? I've heard that name a few times.
Tinashe. So he's Zambian rapper.
Yeah.
He's clicked up with Sachiv and them.
Okay, so
yeah.
Sachiv's
to soccer. So they're all clicked up. Like they do music with each other. They got their own little crew there.
Yeah.
Tony. But then my cousin Pookie just recently put out a song with Anissa. No, Anissa put out a song with like I saw Socks in the same video clip.
Right.
So just to see all of them like just
clicking up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Which is dope, man, because it kind of reminds me of comedy. Because like when you see, for example, like me and Wolfie and Rory and like all on the same stage.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing. It's essentially collaborating. Yeah. But it's just showcases. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's why I've had this conversation a couple of times recently where it was podcasters that go on other people's podcasts, Spotify and YouTube deem them as collaborations. But I don't see it like that. I see it like we're having a conversation on my podcast and then I come and do your podcast and it's another conversation. You know, it's not a collaboration in that sense. But
you're welcoming them into your home.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost just like we're doing it for each other. We're doing it for the city. We're doing it for, you know, like the right reasons.
Like I hope to see that Perth like starts taking things that we don't get that inherit that crabs in a barrel mentality.
Yeah, everyone pulls everyone down and try and get out.
Yeah, as the moment people start working together, like how cool is it? Have you ever seen like, say for example, like Kevin Hart meets up with Kendrick, two different genres.
Yeah.
But how cool is that? Just it's like seeing fucking your favorite superhero like Superman with Batman in the same film. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking badass, man. So like the less people start acting more cliquey and more united,
that's what it is.
I swear Perth will take over, man.
I think that's the thing with everything, whether it be culture, whether it be like social demands, whether it be everything. It just, dude, this is what we got.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's roll with it, you know?
And the moment you work together, that just means there's no scarcity.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the big thing, is the scarcity, right?
You ain't got it, I got it. Hey, take it, just get me back.
That's why I kind of think a lot of Perthians move to like Melbourne and Sydney because they think it's like a scarce like culture. Like the people that blow up in the, like take hip hop for instance, the people that blow up in the hip hop community are the ones that move over there and they still state that they're from here.
Like because it's sad to say, but yeah, like it's not, you're not gonna blow out from Perth, but like all the major record labels are up in like the East Coast.
Yeah,
but it's not to say that it can't be done.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
I think there is talks at the moment for like movement of like these like Sony office and Universal offices to actually put an office over here, because that's the biggest thing is like if you get over here, well, if you even from here, you have it's not an infinite chance of blowing up, but you have a finite chance of blowing up because of like the lack of the offices that are here. Yeah. But if they move here, well then fucking it's all up to your work.
Yeah, like I'm so far from blowing up, but
dude, you've blown up.
But my success is attributed to the fact that I keep dipping out.
Yeah.
Like Perth is where
take it on the road, right?
Perth is where I rest my head, but like I am not gonna get international
staying here
recognition.
Yeah,
being from this little ass city.
Yeah,
Perth. But mind you, Perth has got like the third or fourth biggest fringe
blonde hose. Oh,
like the biggest, one of the biggest Fringe festivals is Fringe World.
Yeah.
And every single year, whether you're a fan of it or not, all of the major comedians come down here for it.
Yeah.
So like it's always ideal to be here because one, you get to kind of like bond with your counterparts. All the major bookers are here. You get to showcase in front of like eyes that otherwise wouldn't have you in front of them. You know what I mean? It's like one of those moments. Like it's like when the Roadshow comes. You want to be a theme park person. That's when you stay in Perth for the theme park, right?
Yeah.
You love comedy. Perth Fringe is what you stick around for. So yeah.
I think it's strange that people still think of Perth as like the most remote city in the world, even though we have like the most beautiful shit.
Oh, bro. Perth is so slept on. I stay telling people this when I'm traveling. Like people are like, whereabouts is Perth? I'm like, oh man, like Perth is so slept on.
Big time.
Like, because when someone wants to come to Australia, like the first thing they're trying to do is like go to Sydney, Melbourne.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, like to Brisbane.
Yeah.
Gold Coast is a big one for people to just go partying and stuff. But in terms of like relaxation, making money, like even some of the morals and values, if you want to have like a family and stuff like that, Perth is where it's at.
Yeah.
Some of the best beaches are in Perth.
Yeah,
and
in the world.
I thank you fucking very much. Because I was about to say, I go as far as saying in the fucking world.
Yeah.
The best beaches are in fucking Perth, man. Like,
Yeah.
Some of the most beautiful looking women and like individuals are like here in Perth. Like everyone's business minded here in Perth. Everyone, like whether it's working at the mines or in terms of like just knowing how to like carry yourself in terms of like making money. Like Perth is where it's at. I mean,
Do you know? I talked to what do they call him? Oh, yeah, no shit. So
little people.
Mariah Carey and Kendrick Lamar's onstage dance choreographer came on the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so his name's G. Madison, and he lives here now.
Wow, when did he move here?
He moved here 3 years ago. Nobody knew he was here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I had him on the podcast. We're going to do it again. I lost a lot of files. I had a crash, computer shit. So we couldn't put that podcast out. I can take clips if I wanted to, but it just doesn't do it justice. This guy is really, really tapped in. Tapped into himself, and I love that about a person. It's just like you.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that a lot.
Where's Gene? Where's Gene from?
G. Madison. His name's Grandison.
Okay.
Grandison Madison.
What nationality is this individual?
He's black dude. Black dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he's from. Oh fuck. He's from America. Fuck. What do you? He told me. I fucking feel bad for forgetting.
Are you talking about the state that he's?
Yeah.
Probably LA.
Yeah, no, he lived in LA before he came here for years and years and years, and he said that LA is a lot like Perth.
Yeah, bro. Especially like in terms of like weather and so I was supposed to go to LA in like February. It's not was. It still might. Because I want to go out there and go do like a tour run for my comedy.
Nice.
But that's only because it doesn't make sense to go to the East Coast at that time.
Go to Austin.
Apparently
the comedy scene's in Austin now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Joe Rogan's got his comedy clubs up there.
Mothership.
I was literally just talking to people that I think it was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But the reason why I wanted to go to LA in like February, why that was even like a thought for me, was because of the similarities of weather.
You just wanted a sunny day?
No, I didn't want to go over to the like New York, like like the East Coast,
the cold climate.
No, where it's like minus whatever, and it's indefinitely going to be snowing.
Yeah,
like that's like I'm not going there for pleasurable reasons.
Ain't
like,
about it.
Yeah, like so like LA, like that doesn't get affected when it comes to like winter.
Yeah.
Like LA.
They barely have a winter, dude.
Yeah, man.
It might rain a couple of days.
LA, San Fran, San Diego, like you can tour all year round at these places.
Yeah.
And it's same like with Perth. Like you can tour all year round. Like it might get a little bit wet, but it's never gonna be like, oh, the blizzard has shut down the whole city. You know what I mean? So
we get hail, we don't get fucking snow. Yeah.
So, but Houston and like Austin, like Texas is on the list for me.
Yeah,
Like,
Austin be cool. I think
like, next year I'm definitely going out.
You gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Like I literally had a conversation like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
About going out to Texas.
I think the
Everybody's
way,
moving there.
Everybody. It went from when Joe Rogan moved out there. Pardon me. Joe Rogan moved out there, and there was 1 million people living there. Now I think there's 4.
Yeah.
4 million.
That's because the cost of living in like the other states doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and their tax because Texas isn't it's not part of the 50 states. I'm pretty sure Texas is 51.
Just America in general, the United States are not united.
No.
They're not united. Like you can be in one county and be able to walk around with
open gun.
Yeah, we can walk around with a pistol, rifle, fucking AR-15. But then next county, you get 30 years for having it.
Yeah.
Like you gotta read finely when you're in different states.
Have you heard about the Dave Chappelle's club? Have you heard about that? In Ohio?
Yeah.
Dude, because it's an old fire station. You know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. So it's a fire station that he's converted now into Dave Chappelle's club. Yeah. And everybody loves that place. I'll show you pictures of it. It's fucking wild, bro.
Dave is God to me.
Yeah, he's another level. I don't know if he's ever been to Perth.
Yeah, he was here last year.
Was he?
No, this year. I went to his concert.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I went to his.
How did I miss that shit?
Yeah, dude. I got. Hey, this is crazy. I got free tickets like to his comedy club.
Really?
No, to his
show?
Perth Arena show. Yeah. So I had my eggs all in one basket because I was trying to get my management to help set up so I could
open for him or something.
Yeah. Because like he throws a bone to like the locals. So
of
like,
course, he's very good.
Most comedians do. Andrew Schultz has the machine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They all do it. It's just about when luck meets opportunity.
You said the machine, like, instead of Burt Kreischer.
Yeah, like they all do it. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
works.
you can open up for most of these people.
Yeah.
It's just always just about chance, right? Like you said, what's his name was here recently?
Mark.
Yeah. Like Wolfie opened for him. Jim Jeffries came. Wolfie opened for him. Rory's gone open up.
Rory's open for a lot of big names.
Yeah.
Massive names.
So like it's just about opportunity, right? So it's just about when your management and like the stars align.
You know, Rory opened up for Kevin Hart. Did you know that?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. When?
At the Perth Arena.
No, so I was actually. So
Wait, was it Rory?
No, Rory came down for that.
Oh.
Because I got the phone call for that too.
Right. Okay.
I got the phone call for that. Like, so shouts out to my boy Gadush. So he was on tour with Kevin because
That's right.
He's got a
That was my as a memory mistake. He opened up for Jim Jeffries. I remember that. It was fucking a few years back. It was like a good 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, but Amos opens up for him. Amos Gill lives with Jim Jeffries.
Whoa.
Yeah. Amos is the next one out. Like he's. Like,
I haven't heard of Amos.
Yeah, Amos Gill. Like he's the next one out.
Right.
Like, so he's like he's on his way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
no, I like that.
So
I like. Is he's from here?
He was from Adelaide.
Yeah.
But he's in Perth like, for the festivals and stuff.
Yeah.
He's signed to More Talent who look out for Jim Jeffries and Nate. What you reckon?
Yeah.
Nat, what you reckon?
Yeah, Nat, or whatever his name is, Nathan.
Yeah.
I don't think his name's Nathan. It's probably Nathaniel or some shit.
Yeah, like Nat.
Nat's what I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. The metalhead dude with the fucking plugs in his ears.
Yeah.
He just did a book tour apparently.
Yeah. So, massive, very talented guy. He cooks, he puts that out as well.
Yeah. That's that. Imagine fucking just like heart of COVID. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna start a cooking channel.
I gotta cook. I'm
gonna he's like fuck jar sauce. That was his whole pretext.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny.
Bro.
He's like,
so
just
good.
make the shit yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
So like they're all under the same umbrella with Andrew Taylor with More Talent. So like
you say Andrew Tate?
Andrew Taylor.
Oh, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Taylor is their.
Don't flag me, Instagram. You on?
Yes, please.
There you go, right.
Andrew Taylor is their like tour manager.
Right.
More Talent. Andrew Taylor is like sick dude, man. I love Andrew Taylor.
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of people. Who did I have? Oh, what's the Australian dude? He's from Geraldton, and he moved to the States, and now he's an American dude. You'd consider him American, but he does all those videos on Instagram where it's like words that they have in America, but now he does like what they would be in Australia. What's that fucking dude's name? I went to his. He did the Brisbane hotel when he was here, maybe like 6 months ago.
Lived in Geraldton?
Yeah, he's from Geraldton.
Okay. American dude?
American dude. Oh, fuck.
It's not Jimmy Kudats.
No.
I'm trying to think who that could be.
Anyway, this is the club. So it was an old fire station that they've converted now.
Okay.
And it's called the Firehouse. That's Dave Chappelle's club.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so like pallets on the walls and shit. I think he wanted a good vibe.
Yeah.
It's just like an open space, as you can see there.
Shout out to Dave, man. Honestly.
Yeah, shout out Dave. He's done a lot for American comedy.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna work with him. Mark my words. Just remember this.
Of course you are, bro.
Do this as a playback. I'm gonna work with Dave.
Yeah.
I will.
We'll make this a reel, and then we'll tag Dave, and hopefully because he's on social media now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Like I actually met Donnell Rollins.
Did you?
Yeah, from Chappelle Show.
Yeah, Donnell Rollins
so
is a fucking madman.
He and I were at the Comedy Central party together.
Oh, okay.
And I had just done a show in Montreal where I got paid in weed.
You got paid in weed?
Yeah, I got paid in weed.
Did you sell it? Or?
So like I did this fucking hot boxing room.
Yeah.
And they paid me like half an ounce of indica, half an ounce of sativa. There was fucking weed vapes.
You paid in weed?
Some gummies, some cookies.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so a couple of days later was the Comedy Central party, and I just watched Donnell Rollins a couple of days before because he was on the same lineup as my boy Dave Marash. So
I think I know that guy.
yeah, so Dave introduces me to him,
Yeah,
and we took a picture, and I'm outside. I'm having a cigarette. I was a smoker at the time. And
Smoker for a comedian.
as I'm walking in,
Yeah.
Darnell is walking out. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna chain smoke tonight. I smoked straight back.
Go back out
Yeah.
straight away.
Went outside. I said what's up to him. Like we had already met inside through Dave.
Yeah.
And we got to chatting for like maybe 10-15 minutes, and I was like, hey, let me ask you a question. Like, do you really be smoking weed in real life? And he's like, I ain't about to say no weed. I ain't about to say no to no weed. So I was like, all right. Pulled out the fucking, start breaking it down.
Yeah.
And then me and him just got high, bro. We got high. We just like just chatting shit for like 40 minutes.
Damn.
He's telling me about, he's like, where you from? Like from Perth. He's like, oh, I did Roadshow back in, he did Roadshow.
Whoa.
It used to be a comedy festival in Rottnest Island.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we just ended up just like chopping it up. And then at this point, my cup that I had walked out with, it's empty. And I'm getting like cotton mouth. So I'm like, yo, I gotta go back inside and just like get myself a drink. It's like, yeah, I gotta get a drink too. So we went inside and we went and ordered some drinks. And then this is just so crazy. He sees Jeff Ross. So he's like, yeah, we'll get up to Jeff Ross and fucking say what's up and introduce me to Jeff Ross.
Shout out Jeff Ross.
Yeah, and him and Jeff Ross start roasting each other, and I'm just
standing there.
Bro, I'm here. And I'm like, nobody's gonna believe me. That this shit's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be fucking cool about it. I'm fucking click. Just one picture. I was like, I just need this for fucking like whatever.
He started the whole roast battle shit, right? Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross did,
yeah.
So all those Donald Trump roast,
yeah.
The Snoop Dogg roast, Justin Bieber, like
yeah.
So he used to do the roast things.
Yeah, because there's a
Celebrity roast
at the Comedy Mothership in Austin. There's now roast battle, and Jeff Ross hosts it.
Yeah.
Which is
he's real good friends with Chappelle.
Yeah.
So like Chappelle.
I mean Joe Rogan's club in the Mothership.
Okay.
Yeah. He's out there. Yeah, he's very good friends with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
very good friends.
They tour around together.
Yeah.
The respect is undeniable.
That's the thing I think is like the key for Australian comedy. As soon as you respect another artist, it's like you know, that right there is almost like a solidarity and brotherhood.
Yo, dude, this is so crazy, man. Because like I'm watching I've only been in the game for like 6 years, right?
Yeah.
But I'm watching like my counterparts who I was in the position that they were in when I first started.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking at the trajectory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, there's something to look forward to. You know what I mean? Because like when I was starting up, this was like about probably even less. Like they were at a lesser quality than I was. But like I'm looking at where they're at right now, and they like, for example, Frenchie.
Yeah.
Like he's up in the UK right now, selling out every single fucking show.
Yeah, Frenchie got big.
Yeah,
dude.
selling out every fucking show. Luke Kidgel. Luke Kidgel fucking
Who's Luke Kidgel? I've heard that fucking name.
during COVID made millions.
How do you spell his last name?
Kidgel.
Like.
So Luke.
Yeah.
Kidgel. So K. No,
Like,
K.
Oh, K. Don't say K a bunch of times.
I only said it twice. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this guy? Oh, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
Luke Kidgel, phenomenal comedian.
Yeah, funny guy.
And you want to hear something? So if you type in like the happy hour, like, so
That one there?
yep. So all those dates.
Is it going to load? Or is it just...
I'm not sure. Pay your bill, man.
Fuck off.
So all those dates. So Luke works with his own team.
Really?
Yeah, like him.
So they set it all up?
So him, his brother, a couple of their partners. I mean, like that's just it. Like no management, no nothing.
Whoa,
No
dude.
nothing. And like he, like
There's got to be damn near 70 shows.
and most of those sell the fuck out. And we're not talking about like a 90-seater here.
Yeah.
We're talking about like
Theater?
theaters, bro. Like
Whoa.
we're talking 400, 500, 600 seaters.
Whoa.
Like maybe go back to where the images are, and just type in Luke live, and you might be able to get some imagery of like the crowd. There you go, boom.
Whoa, dude.
That's the type of numbers he does.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Like the dude's insane. Like even like
Yeah, what the fuck? That's at least fucking 800 seats.
yeah. But the dude moves those units like every other. Like
Bro, what the fuck? Look at
yeah,
that.
He moves units, bro.
Look at that, dude. What the fuck, dude?
Independently.
That's got to be damn near fucking 6,000 seats.
Dude, independently.
Whoa.
And they do it like you know what I mean, look.
Yeah, look at that. Obviously, that was the one that we just saw without the...
Yeah. Like
That's fucking crazy, bro.
like the level of respect that comedians have for Luke.
Where's he from?
So so his girlfriend actually lives in like Bunbury or something. Like
Really?
Yeah, like country town here.
Yeah.
But he's based over east. But the level of respect that whether they vocalize it or not, that comedians have for Luke Kidgel, yeah.
We're on Lemon now?
Yeah, Lemon's good.
Cheers,
yeah.
my brother.
Yeah.
Salute.
Salute. The level of respect that comedians have for Luke Kidgel, just based, not just based, but because of his work ethic, his determination, and just the fact that he got himself a solid crew, and they do everything in house. Don't answer to nobody. There's no management. Nobody can muffle him.
Yeah.
Everything is done.
I think that's important. I
Yeah.
think that's important to have a crew around you that, you
Yeah.
know, like you can rely on.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, like, they get swept up in just choosing a willy-nilly manager, and the manager's got his own fucking agenda and his sights on something else. Like, he wants to, like, blow himself up. But I think once you establish a connection with someone as a fucking manager, then you could be like, you know what? Then we could do on the right thing.
I don't know if there's a comedian that's more loved than like within like the comedy circuit. Like collectively,
Yeah.
I think like Luke's got everyone's respect.
Right.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Luke Kidgel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just him as a person in 3D, him as a person, as a performer, work ethic wise, just keeping it real. Like I got mad respect for Luke for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Steve Hughes? Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Whoa. I'd never heard of Steve Hughes apart from like 3 years ago.
I performed at the Comics Lounge in Melbourne. I think he's taken a step back, or maybe not taking a step back, but
Because he lives in England, right?
lives in England, yeah.
Yeah, and he comes here for like little shows and stuff.
I wouldn't say little shows, like so the experiences that I've had when I've seen him perform, like he'll be at the Comics Lounge headlining.
Yeah, right.
But then he also puts on his own shows as well. But I don't know in what capacity he's able to
Perform now?
move units, because like this was
10 years ago, he was huge.
yes. So the changing of the guards, what you can say and can't say now.
Yeah, he's very provocative.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I
fuck trans people.
yeah. So I don't know what capacity he's moving his units now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've seen him perform. I've seen people walk out of a show that I was on.
I think that's important though. Like when you do shows and there's somebody in the crowd that doesn't like your shit, and they ended up standing up and walking out, it tells the rest of the crowd that's there that you said some shit that you weren't allowed to say, but you had the balls to say it anyway.
To be, this might be controversial.
Go for it. I like it.
If you're gonna walk out because you don't like what I said, you do me a favor.
Yeah.
I don't need you sitting
mad
in my audience, like mean mugging me the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Giving me that I just smelled something bad face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's cool. Like you're not enjoying yourself. Like I've gone to the cinemas and walked out halfway.
Yeah, me too.
And
I did it on Molly once.
Yeah, I mean, so even the Molly couldn't help.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was so cold.
Yeah, so like for myself, it's like, hey, like this isn't your cup of tea. It isn't your cup of tea, right? So, like, rather than sit there and not enjoy yourself and just sit there resenting me, like, it's cool. Like,
why hold disdain for a piece of entertainment?
Yeah, just get it.
I think that's the distinction, because it's like if you go to see a band or something like that, you're there to see their music, right? And their music, whether you like it or not, it's a thought pattern that came from them having and capturing that thought pattern. But when you see a comedian, they're there with, it's their actual words. So you think that you can do it, right? You think you could get up and say these things, but you don't understand that it's a type of artwork if you're obviously getting up and getting mad.
It's very simple. If you think you can do it, just do it.
Just do it, right?
Just do it.
But what I'm trying to get at is like the people that stand up and get mad at jokes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Those people don't understand the work that it takes to get that funny, especially if it's a provocative thing that you're like. And
also, it takes a couple of tries of that topic to get it.
I've been to one of your shows, bro.
Yeah,
I know.
to get it ironed out to the point where you can like deliver it to like the masses, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like my writing process is like I write, trial, and execute 3 times, and like I've got the month to do that.
And then you decide where you're going to take it.
After a month, that's ready or it's not.
Oh, okay. Right.
Like I won't obsess over it.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna obsess about it, like it's, say for example, like that 5-minute set, I might dissect it to the point where, like 1 minute of it, I might stick into like a 15-minute set that I'm doing somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just to see how would it play in this audience, and then that's all the reassurance I need.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I try not to get obsessed with, because I was obsessed with this one joke that when I first started, like this dolphins raping people.
Dude, that joke fucking kills, bro.
Like it took me so long. Like I got so obsessed with it, not because of the concept. It was because of the fact that this is something that's happening.
Yeah.
Or how do you make a topic that's so touchy?
Yeah, yeah.
Something that you can actually bring forward. And then when I was able to like bring that final piece of the puzzle for it, like I was so happy and pleased with myself.
And you worked it in so well.
Yeah,
that's what I liked about it.
But it took like 3 years.
Really? 3?
Yeah, but it wasn't 3 years of like I
trying.
No, like so after the month was over, like I put it in the back burner.
Yeah.
And when I was bored a couple of times, like within the years, I was like, hey, let me try this out.
So is that normally how long it takes to develop a bit like that?
No, like not normally like the bit. You can have a bit just done within the afternoon.
Right.
But stuff like that, sometimes
where you have to sit on it.
Well, for me, because I've only just been in the game for like 6 years, right? So like when I first started, like one of the hardest things when you're starting off as a comedian, right, is you don't have the voice or the necessary tools to be able to execute something.
Yeah, you don't have structure.
Yeah, so like a certain topic, you may not know how to soften that blow.
Right.
So you then got to be like, hey, it's cool. We're still new in this.
Yeah.
Let's just put this in the back burner. We'll figure it out down the track.
And then bring it forth slowly.
And then down the track, you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
ooh, there's a missing piece of that puzzle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because now you're like, oh, do you know why it wasn't working? I was supposed to be nice about it.
At certain parts.
This facial expression was gonna like disarm them, and this. If I spoke about this first, then it actually allows people to know where my thought pattern was at. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think that's important. Having the awareness of like tonality and body composition and stuff like that. A lot of people will think that like jokes are just words, but jokes come from like facial expressions and tonality,
right. Facial expressions, pauses,
big
like,
time.
in intent.
You know who's the king of pauses? Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz. I love Andrew Schultz. One of my favorite comedians, hands down, man. Like honestly,
Whoa.
there's another one that's in the works. I'm trying to like work with, and it's always just a matter of time, right? Like you just be patient, keep working, stay ready. So you ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah.
And then when that opportunity does come through, like you said, you hit up people's DMs and you get that DM back.
Yeah.
It's on and popping, right? So yeah, so it's like one of those things.
Yeah.
Just keep everybody wants results, but nobody want to put in the work, right?
Yeah.
Like there's 200 no's that I've had.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
200 no's and 10 yeses. That's some pretty good
Numbers.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Because how many job interviews have you not like had?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most people take like 3 no's in a job interview and then they just get on Centrelink.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. You know what?
See,
I'm going to start a podcast.
Power through, motherfucker.
That's all it is, right? It's like, you know, Colonel Sanders, like for KFC,
60 something. He
67, bro. And he took 1,000 no's.
Yep.
1,000.
Michael Jordan was rejected from his basketball team.
Yep.
Oprah
Winfrey.
Yep.
Same thing. Even though she's asking for money for the fucking Maui fires, you.
Yeah, bro.
You still asking, bro?
How crazy is
You're
that,
a
man?
billionaire, bitch.
You're worth $2.8 billion, and you're like, hey, donate, please, generously.
Yeah, come on.
Bitch, lose your money.
Take the decimal point and fix Maui,
oh,
bitch.
my God.
Doesn't make any sense. I think that it's interesting that like that in this day and age that we are at right now, we have this unforeseen human connection that we've got, right? All of the arts seem to be thriving like a motherfucker. All of them, whether you like it or not. I had Von Delaney on the podcast, and that dude, he's a painter. He raised $16,750 for the Boobalicious Ball for like a charity, and it was just a painting. And he does paintings all over the world. He did one for Lawrence Escalante, the billionaire.
Okay.
Fucking, it's crazy. It's all blowing up like crazy. Like I had Seto Kiswoyo on, and he's the photographer for that same billionaire.
Yep.
Like all these things.
I work, right? Like that's it, man. Like look where everyone that's successful is right now.
Yeah.
Like without persistence and rejection, you're not going to get everything the first time.
No.
And if you get it the first time, you're going to fumble the bag because you have no appreciation for it.
Yeah.
Because you got it too quick, you got it too easy, you got it.
That's like people win the lottery, right?
Yeah, but
They lose it.
There's no value to that currency because you got it handed to you.
Did you ever see that fucking video of like there was a lottery draw for $1.5 billion and 3 people ended up winning it. And the guy that won it, right, one of the 3 that won it, was on the news the night before it was drawn. And they were like, if you win the lottery tonight, what will you spend it on? And he's like, probably just a bunch of cocaine and hookers. The next week, he was found dead in his house with a bunch of cocaine and like $250 million. He blew through $250 million in a week.
That In Time movie with Justin Timberlake,
yeah,
it's actually like a perfect example of what society is, right?
Yeah,
like some people are not physically like physically capable of having that type of money or power.
Yeah.
Because that will be their industry. Like that's how you destroy them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you destroy them. It's like when the Europeans came to like certain countries and stuff, introduced alcohol to people. Like, you know what I mean? Like
That's the same as here, right?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that black people are like the worst with alcohol, but like this is stuff.
It's just new.
Yeah, you've got generations and generations of experience with yourself, but now you're giving people that you've oppressed in real time,
that have had no exposure ever to it.
In real time, that don't know like what mental health or like this and that.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're gonna find the first ever fucking like numbing agent, which is alcohol.
Yeah.
Which you publicizes and like this is cool.
And it's socially acceptable.
Exactly.
You can go to a bar and buy that. I don't see any heroin bars.
No.
You never see heroin bars.
And
Cocaine bars. Why is that not socially acceptable? Apparently, it's like if you're driving on cocaine versus driving on alcohol, the cocaine guy is aware of the speed limit. He's got music playing. He's having a great time. I'm not advocating driving on cocaine, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm saying the difference between...
You're going to be a way better driver.
Yeah. You want to go fast?
You will not be hurt by this.
Yeah. That tree ain't shit. Have a go. No, but I'm saying the difference between like an alcoholic or a person induced by alcohol versus a guy on cocaine is like a way less like harmful experience.
Yeah.
The dude on alcohol is going to crash his car because he's imperceptible. He's impeded. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But the guy on cocaine would be 100% fine.
Yeah.
He's not like loose and wavy, you know, like it'd be like driving on ketamine versus alcohol.
He's there
like
just
the same
driving,
thing.
thinking to himself, fuck, I should for sure start a fucking podcast.
You fucker. That's where I figured it out.
I should for sure.
Yeah. I was doing road bumps.
Just me and 6 of my boys.
Yeah. That's how the Nelk Boys got started. Damn. I need to piss like a motherfucker. Let's come back in a second.
Yeah, no worries. Let's take a quick commercial break.
Yeah.
Take me home.